Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of the Age of Wonders Planetfall campaign. We are on the second map of the Vanguard. It looks like each race has two maps, for a total of 12 campaigns maps total, plus a special 13th one down here. Quick reminder, in the first three maps we learned the Vanguard, everything has gone to hell. We'll try and fix things. In my case, preferably by building a coalition, peaceably, preferably. If not, we deal with it. With the Kirko, they're trying to find their home world. Some of them prefer to kill everyone. Others are seeking more peaceful solutions. Again, I tend to be peaceful turtle, a coalition builder sort of thing. And with the Devar, some sort of conspiracy is going on. I believe it's Alexandria, who was the Empress, was killed, and somehow the Devar faction suspects a conspiracy and has stumbled upon one. Even though we have brought great riches to our ruling council, they said, screw you, exile. So we're dealing with that, but we're going to hop back to the Vanguard. Things we have learned. 4 zones max per city that you can buy and or trade casus belli. So the best way to decrease casus decrease or increase your standing with a faction is to buy their casus belli against you away from them, which is rather on the expensive side. I'm not sure if it's best to specialize a city yet. It seems best to go wide, within reason. You probably want at least 3 to 4 cities per map, maybe more. So far, 3 works out for us. And that each of the super techs is pretty interesting. So we've seen Promethean, we've seen Void Tech, we've seen Xenoplague, we've seen Cynumbra. So the 2 we're missing is the robot one, Synthetic, and we haven't had a chance to play with Celestian, but I am looking forward to that. We've also discovered that for at least the Tier 1 and Tier 2 vehicles a hero can use, I don't see the point of them. I can have either 80 hit points, right? Or essentially 56 hit points. Significantly less hit points. And you lose your main attack. So they kind of need some balancing. But we are definitely taking the Assault perk for the Vanguard. I'm not sure I like... for the Kirko and these guys, definitely melee. Seems to work for them. Definitely taking Veteran. And Data Repository I am good with. So we're going to go ahead and start. I like being female. We got this week. I don't think we can choose. Yeah, we can't customize. So we're stuck with Promethean Tech, which will be interesting. We tried them with the Devar, and it seemed decent. Now we're going to try them with the Vanguard. So let's see how this goes.
The presence of the Syndicate on Leaf 6 troubles me. My gut tells me something shady lurks beneath their fake smiles. I still remember the pictures of the psionic experiments every senior officer had to be briefed on before an assignment within the Borderlands. Just thinking about the horrors depicted there caused the most grizzled veterans to shudder.
Well, that's interesting. We've met one good Syndicate, maybe 2. I kind of failed the first few missions of the first map I played because I wasn't sure what to do. But we'll see how this goes.
During our encounter with Cena, we discovered her next target.
We did?
Among the millions of planets in this galaxy, it had to be Serenus Alpha, the Union's shining jewel of science and progress, and witness of my life's bitterest moments.
Okay.
That's all in the past, though. Going to Serenus Alpha will finally shed light on our situation. If the Star Union is in any kind of trouble, we will learn about it there, one way or another.
Well, we know the Star Union has completely collapsed, so there's that. And like I said, I failed a lot of the missions on that first map, so I'm not sure It would be cool if what happened on one mission affected the next mission, but I'm not sure it does. So let's head down and see where...
We approach Serenus Alpha. We don't know what to expect on the surface, so I've told my men to prepare for the worst.
Alright, so assess the Syndicate threat. Uncover the fate of the Star Union. World-sized medium. So it's going to be a bit bigger than the maps we've been playing on. Water, 36% land, 64%. So again, it's going to be mostly land with water across the tips and the tops, I would imagine. I'm not sure how big a navy is going to impact this. Okay, so where are we? Oh, well, there's some stuff to grab. We've got mountains, which we can't do much with, because we're not the Devar. Dust ruins. This area looks like a red mining core ghost town, though much bigger. Wasn't it our plan to land near Skyrax Nova, Commander? This is what's left of Skyrax Nova, soldier. Nature has overgrown most of the city. Look at the size of the trees. Whatever tragedy took place here must have happened at least a century ago. So this is interesting to me. They have taken over the galaxy, but they don't have faster than light travel. So that must be weird. Because think about it, you'll set off on a war, and they'll be like, it'll take you 100 years to get there. And hopefully the war is still going on by the time you get there? Oh no, they did have faster than light travel, and then that gate shut down. Okay, that makes more sense. 171 years ago, I'd assume, when we picked it up, this is when the Void Storms cut off all contact with the rest of the Union on Leaf 6 and destroyed all ships attempting hyperspace travel. Serenus Alpha suffered a similar fate. A planet with this size couldn't possibly support 18 billion people on its own. Rather than speculate, let's find some facts. There are signs of survivors. We should locate the Maharagon like we did on Leaf 6. Also keep your eyes open for Syndicate forces. They may feign good intention, but their treachery is already well established. And then there is another matter. With Dayu gone, it is my last duty as a friend to take the parts of her pet Tepels to a repair facility. Least I can do. Also, I kind of miss the little rascal. I am happy to see you honor the memory of my aunt. Her sudden death was no coincidence. They must have murdered her like they murdered my father. You said he died in an accident. And also, who's they? My father had his secrets. Secrets that ended up killing him. My investigations of his death led me to the Outlanders and their psionics. I joined them, but never found his assassins. All I know is that he wasn't their only victim. The traces of their bloody business spanned the entire empire. Search for Paragon Command Post. Got it. Look for a Syndicate presence. Accept. Prepare to Pels. We will work on that. Oh. Now, all colonies can work on that. So let's see, first of all, what we got near us. So we're going to zoom out. We have a metric ton of energy and no production. Oh, well. We have one production, barely. We have a choice of plus 15 energy or plus 15 energy. Our science sucks, so this is production. Remember, we can only do 4. Can't settle here, we can't settle in the mountains, we're not Devar. Yeah, I don't know why it's reading me as not... Oh, okay, whatever. We are not Devar, so we can't settle in the mountains. So let's take a look at this real quick. If this is production, because we get a plus 5 from this. Oh, this is just automatic. As is this. Okay, so we're going to have a metric ton of energy. Alright, so one of these two will be energy exploited. For production, so if we exploit this one for energy, right? We could do food here, production here, science here, and that would still be okay. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. So this is energy, right? Food, of all things, because of the two food things. Production, and since these are similar, either science or science. Doesn't matter. See, this has 2 food, this has 2 food. That's... oh, sorry. These 3 have 2 food, that's why I'm leaning that way. Let me refresh this. And let me refresh this. So I wish you could mark things. I think this has to be production. It's the only thing with production. So that's set out. So that leaves energy, science, energy, science. If we have food, it's got to be one of these 2. Yeah, so food, production, and then flip. Flip a coin. So knowing that... oh, wow. What an odd... oh, and he's a hero, too. Also... oh, we got aquatic deployment.
The sea
Yay.
is a might...
and area surveillance. That is useful. We've got a commander to upgrade. Yeah! Although... if we take a look... 25 points. Well, we're going ranged. Our hero can no longer be flanked. That's... oh, definitely vitality. In either purging field, rallying cry, for 2 turns. There's Watchman, martial inspiration. Arrow's army gain plus 200. Iron discipline. That's good. That's psionic resistance. That could be useful. Field medicine. Each turn out of combat. I'm not sure how that works, but it could be useful. So let's confirm what we got. That still leaves for 15. And we're not doing melee. To no longer be flanked is good. Definitely a mark of Deadeye. Let's try field medicine, and we'll confirm again, and that leaves 5. So we can either take Deadeye 2. Let's do that. And confirm. And that will leave us with 1. And he's starting with improved combat sensors. Hard light module. That's pretty good. And a phase walker. Not bad. Do you have any points? You have 36. Okay, he's starting with a Drizzler. Purification field and rail accelerators. 36. Well, definitely Deadeye. Ranged. He's already got Vitality 1. And close quarters. And he can do acid bath. I'm not sure how that works. Down here. Definitely want Watchman. And martial inspiration and iron discipline. Let's confirm that. Field medicine. Cannot be flanked. Confirm that. Still leaves 16. Huh. 4. 8, 12. Then that leaves 4. What steady aim? Accurate when fired from cover. Let's try infantry commander. Alright. Done. Alright. This is a very powerful army. I don't know. I feel like we've got enough food between all the little clovers. So, we're gonna move you here. This is an incoming transmission commander. It appears to be some kind of bit code. Bit code? Now that's rather useful. Can you make any sense of it, soldier? Our communications officer, Ensign Carey, is working on it, sir. He says he thinks it's an SOS call. Think so. Under normal circumstances, I'd say such speculations are no basis to mount a rescue mission, but clearly none of this here are normal circumstances. None of this here... Okay, that's an oddly worded sentence. Are normal circumstances. Very well, soldier. Tell Ensign Carey. We will check out his emergency. Now I have an emergency against the Syndicate. And then we find a Sentinel. I think we power it up. Ooh. Or... Oh, right. The Sentinel is the Paragon. Let's do that. We'll free it. And I think the first thing we work on is just exploring our area. And I think killing him? I don't think... Oh, he's in range. Let's get him. 940 versus 340. Let's auto combat. That's what I figured. We'll close that. Got a ton of energy. For production, like I said, we're hurting in production, so let's take this. Put everyone into food. Okay, we can take 3. Lot of... So we want to take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then figure out what to do from there. Let's head this way. So we'll head to the northwest and swing around down to the south. Planetfall objective. Got it. Victory condition. Assess the Syndicate threat. Syndicate forces found. We're working on it. We'll go ahead and end the turn there. I don't know why it's saying only 1 viewer. Alright, okay. As much as... Oh! In fact, what happened last time I was on Serenus Alpha, no pass. I did not feel wrong not to play the Prowlington camp. Right way to properly honor the memory of, and I have a choice. My cat, my ex-boyfriend, or my ex-girlfriend. Well, obviously it was my cat. Okay. Alright. We want to see if there's anything out here. Oh, are we on an island? We might be on an island. That could be interesting. 940 versus 380. That's an auto combat. Close. Either the central reactor core. Oh, we're not doing that. We'll do the military skirmisher barracks then. I wonder how it decides what one you get. Anyways, I think we're on an island, or very close to it. Now we're gonna swing this way, and we're gonna set a military research. Now defensively, it's interesting. Nanite support. Bleeding. We got lasers. And if, like I said, if we're setting people... This is 10 versus 15. And increases resistance. So this is better than this on every level. But... an air core might be interesting. Harder to hit and gains detection is useful. And stagger resistance is useful. It's not too bad. Shredder Bomb. Let's pick up some... Let's just open this up first. And then... See, society... Oh, well, this one first. And then from there, we're going to do the developments first. So definitely want to trigger... And we didn't use this much. Maybe we'll try to use that more. Oh! Well... Frontier Facility, then Doctrine, then Food, Production, Energy, Science in that order, followed by Operation and Covert Infiltration. So maybe we can steal some money from them their AI factions when we get that far. And we will go ahead and end that turn. Alright, no. So the question becomes, do we prioritize? I think we're fine with one army for now. Yep. We'll take this off auto, and we've got growth in 2 turns. So in turn, where's that turn counter? Drawing a blank. There we go. 5 will be up to a growth. He might be... I think we're on an island. Or at least a peninsula? So we're going to be limited. You head here. You're headed here. Alright. Yep, I know. You can get your first sector. Yeah. Or do we rush? I think we wait till we get to 0 and then buzz through the science. I think that's the way to do it. We'll go ahead and end that. Lots of decisions to make. Alright, we're on turn 4. You're headed to here. You're headed to here. Right, so next turn we should get a new colonist, which we will put in science. Production. And then after that... 2 troopers, an owl. I mean... Wait, aren't these our scouts? Right. Yeah, these are our scouts. Alright, hold on. Let's get you... here, and you're going in there. I kind of screwed that up. And let's build... It's 3 turns for anything. So there's our 2 scouts. There's a pug. Let's get an assault bike. And we will go from there. Alright, let's end that turn. Yeah, I don't know why this isn't... Oh, why is this... Oh, that's why. Hold on. There we go. Maybe that'll fix it. We'll see how that goes. So, we have an operation ready to prime. And we're going to go ahead and prime this. You, Owl, are headed here. You're going to annex that sector. Done. You are headed here. You're crawling into this mess. Now we've got a pug. Not a lot. Well, I guess the heroes do most of the damage here. That looks good to me. We now have... Oh, energy. We're going to do science, as weird as it sounds. Because I want to blow through science. We can only do 1 more. And then we'll have to try to get as much science as possible. Frontier facilities. Right, because we don't have a rectome, so we need one of those. The sooner the faster the better on that. You've got orders required. Okay. Void Tech Folding Facility. Well, that sounds fun. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe another here, city here then to grab the Voidtech folding facility. And you can exploit this any way you want. Sector gives the following: when annexed, you're gonna get energy and production no matter what. So maybe stack more energy here. Now that is something to look into. As always, like I said, I do encourage conversation about anything and everything, so feel free to help with that. Orders required. You guys are 340 versus 1015. Yeah. Auto combat that. Close. Okay. Oh, interesting. Since I don't have any upgrades to build in my colony, it's not triggering. Alright, let's try to get a stash going. So we can't build... Huh. Alright, well let's head to here, I guess. And end the turn, and we will keep chugging along. Alright. Hey! Round of 3. It stops. Suddenly it lunges forward. Oh, Tapples has picked something up. Just happy to get you back. Don't run off. Insistent. Alright, lead the way, boy. This time, let's go together. Oh, and we got some science. Follow Tapples. Okay, wow. Now we have nanite support.
Quantum-powered
nice. And frontier facilities. So if we go into our colony, we get one of these for free. I think we're going to pick the dome. Thank you. Because that buys us 3 more bodies to use. And that is okay. Are you... You were specifically Tapples. So knowing that... You head here. You head here. And you head here. Alright, that looks good to me. We can't exploit this. We're going to tap these 2. And you're exploring. Okay. Oh! Alright, so we have to choose. And like I said, no matter what, we're getting production. And energy. So that is nice. So knowing that, in energy or energy, science or science, this has to be production. We will exploit this for food. Let's go ahead and colony. Subsector, agricultural, produce. Kill these. We want that, and then after that, standard military, and we wait. That looks good. That'll give us a ton more food, and then we can put it into energy and food, or energy and production. Balance it that way. Hey, Hypebot! Oh. Hey, at LeeBet99, thank you for the follow. Always appreciated. We're gonna go ahead and deploy this right here. Yeah, so we could get science, energy. Ooh. Science, energy, food. Maybe. Oh, these are volcanic. I'm not sure how well that's gonna work for us. We will find out. We are not going to... Hey, we got the technologist. Nice. And a free hero item. Ooh. Created sector base for Histurber. That's fine. We're going to fight. I think we're good. Alright, we're gonna end this turn, and I will see you next episode.